Hello, everyone, and welcome. I am Abigail, the ultimate guru. With me is my co host, the world's only comedian, Bryden Proctor.
Hello.
And also joining us today is special guest, another comedian, the canceled comedian, Josh Denny. Hello,
Hey
Josh.
guys. Oh, hi.
You don't have to worry about a thing because we are here to help. If you'd like to submit a Dear Abby letter or a question, you can DM me on Twitter at OctoAbby or Bryden at World's Only Comic. You can follow Josh too at Josh Denny. Join our wonderful community by DMing me for a link to the Here to Help Discord server where Bryden will bully you and Keg will put you in a timeout or something. I don't know. Nobody really gets to talk in there, but you should join it anyway. We're going to start today with our Dear Abby segment. Do you want to hear something from Sam Weston, Bryden?
Yeah, I guess that's... this just keeps going, huh?
It does keep going. He won't end. Probably if we told him to stop, he would just send more.
Yeah.
Actually. We have an ongoing back and forth with this guy who really needed help. It started off, he was just trying to make friends, and then he got banned from a 7-Eleven, and we were helping him with that as well.
Man, how does a guy get banned from a 7-Eleven?
He stole a packet of beef jerky.
Wow.
That's it. Yeah, it's not even very interesting, I guess.
Yeah, I guess that becomes a crime after you're 12, right?
Yeah, I guess so.
When you're 12, they're just like, hey, fucking kids.
Shenanigans.
And then when you're 17 or whatever, they shoot you.
Basically.
Or something, I guess. I don't really know. I'm white, but go on.
No, I think that had something to do with a counterfeit bill or, I don't know.
He was either counterfeiting money or selling loose cigarettes. One of the two.
Yeah, it's something. There's always it's a likely story. But all right, let's hear from Sam fucking Weston. I swear to God, the guy's not real.
He is real. He sends me these every week almost.
Right.
Dear Abby and Brad, I'm not a doctor and Brad is not in a coma. Oh, yeah, I remember this now. Okay, sorry. I'm not a doctor and Brad is not in a coma, but if he really were in a coma, then I would definitely try to wake him up. Do you know that people can hear what's going on when they're in a coma? That's freaky. Luckily, they did not put my picture up at the 7-Eleven, even though I went back to the store, called Greg a faggot, and threatened to rape him. It is not in my character to use that kind of language, but I was very annoyed and have been kicked out of the store for a silly joke that only included 1 pack of beef jerky. What would they have done if I'd taken 2 packets? Cut my nuts off with a rusty spoon? Tie me up like a hog and make me suck them off? I feel like he's getting more vulgar.
I feel like he's getting more fantasied.
Maybe. I don't know. I don't know. We have to assume it's real because if he needs our help, then we have to help. Once again, I'm sorry about the language. It just makes me
I gotta
mad.
call bullshit. There's nobody named Greg working at 7-Eleven. Sorry, I
You
don't buy it.
so?
Oh, no, that's the American name that he got when he came over here, though.
Oh, Greg is short for.
Once again, I'm sorry about the language. It just makes me mad. That's all. I finished the newsletter, and next week I will be attending the Temperance Fair, which should take my mind off of all this stuff. Sincerely yours, Sam the Man Weston, Youngstown, Ohio.
I feel like we just read the inner monologue of a person who on the outside looks like a crazy fucking violent homeless person.
Well, he does.
That's what I've always imagined him as.
Yeah. It's just like, I just felt like I just watched a guy like go in and like piss and shit in the mouth of a guy working at 7-Eleven. And then like, this is like the voiceover of what he thinks he's doing in life. And it's not connecting to reality at all.
He didn't even ask for any advice this time, so I'm not sure what the point of this is.
I think that we should not help him do whatever he's going to do at this fair.
Why not? It'd be fine. He's just attending. He's not organizing it this time.
Yeah, it's giving me real pickle festival vibes, though. No,
okay,
it's you get it or you don't. Man, that shit gets memory hold so quick. Yeah, nah. Sam, don't go to the fair. Don't go to the fair, buddy. You have to go to the 7-Eleven and bring your own homemade beef jerky to replace it.
Okay, that makes sense. You have to package it up and everything.
Mm-hmm.
They might let you back in then.
It's also just a good gesture to be like, I've brought you replacement jerky that I fashioned myself out of a dead, probably person.
Yeah.
I feel like at this point, Greg is terrified, though.
Well, here's the thing. And you know what might lift spirits? Dress like a jester while you do it.
Yeah, that won't terrify anybody.
No, I think it's good. People love clowns, right?
It's everyone's favorite thing.
Yeah, this is good. Homemade jerky and dress like a
Jester
clown.
outfit.
Yeah, and human jerky if you can do it. That's probably
To truly repent, take a slab off yourself. I mean, you got it. He's a religious fella, right? I mean, some type
There
of
you
old school
go.
I
dude.
think so.
what's the old thing? The old eye for an eye, give a penny, take a penny. Isn't that one of the Bible proverbs?
I think that one's in there. Yeah,
That's in the 7-Eleven handbook. I'm confusing the two. Eye for an eye.
Do you
give a
really
penny,
think that
take a
would
penny.
be in the Old Testament? I'm sorry.
take a penny, leave a penny. Yeah, it's right
Yeah, I
there.
don't think that's how that.
Well,
no, I don't think that's how they'd handle that.
No, they wouldn't because it was written by Jews. So it's just take a penny, take a
The
penny.
Jews are like, why would we let them take a penny? Are we selling them something? I don't understand.
No, it's
If I'm going to give a man a penny, he better be after he's given me two.
I like how the impression you've got is just like, I don't know, some guy on old timey TV or something. Like
It's any of them that dress the old way and work in the Diamond District in New York. That's what I picture
this guy's
when I do the voice.
Adam Sandler?
Yeah. Yeah, that's back to school. That's my Jewish impression. Shibidi-bidi-bidi.
my dad was obsessed with Adam Sandler when I was a kid, and every time an Adam Sandler movie came on like HBO or something, he would watch it, but he would yell a lot when he was watching movies, and he did not like the Jews very much. I learned a lot of slurs from that man.
Well,
But he liked Adam Sandler.
It's a good thing he was a fan of one of the biggest Jewish success stories in the history of comedy.
Right.
I don't know. I think he
like, I
just
don't
likes to be angry, like one of
This is
those
really-
people.
What's really funny is my oldest sister got married when I was probably like probably 8 or 9 years old, I think. And her husband, now ex-husband, was like a real World War II enthusiast, if you know what I mean.
Mm-hmm.
In the sense of like he had a lot of memorabilia around the house, and it really wasn't of the losing side. So and I remember being like, I remember just being over their house one time in the afternoon when I was a kid, and I would just sit on the couch and watch TV, and I was watching Seinfeld. He goes, "You like this shit?" And I go, "Yeah, it's really funny." And he's like, "Nah, I don't care for it." And I go, "What are you talking about? It's like the funniest show on TV." And he goes, "Yeah, I'll tell you why I don't like it." And he did not. Funny thing, he didn't have any notes on the joke structure or the writing or the plot at all.
Oh,
Just
no.
entirely about the cast was what he really had an issue with.
Oh,
Well,
I'm shocked.
You know, I mean, to be fair, Elaine, maybe she could have been a little hotter.
No, not at that time.
That's as hot as they made them back then. I don't know.
Name me a hotter 90s. Name me a hotter one in the 90s.
Oh, Heidi Klum was 90s, right? She was super hot.
Yeah, but I mean sitcom chicks, not supermodels. Yes, Cindy Crawford. Okay, was she on my TV? No.
Yeah, it's true.
If you wanted to jerk off to Cindy Crawford or Kathy Ireland, you needed to go to a store and buy a magazine.
You know what would have made Seinfeld a ton better? A lot of rewatchability. Should have been on Cinemax.
You think?
Yeah. I mean, if we're gonna do Elaine like that, let's just see Red Shoe Diary, Elaine edition.
There were some racy episodes that you could have added some nudity to, but to be honest, you probably would have also then had to equally add the same amount of nudity for George and Kramer and Newman.
Fuck that! I want to see Jerry Seinfeld's dick. That's what I'm getting at.
My
Wow.
goodness gracious.
It's just he's been too successful for too long. I feel like he owes it to everybody to prove, that he deserves to be up there.
Fun fact, if you watch Seinfeld long enough, you realize that he never takes his dick out of the stand. He literally just stands there. Like a lot of guys take it out and walk around with it. He just leaves it in the stand his entire set. It's very strange. Where are you going? It gets bigger. I was in the pool. He's doing a George impression as himself.
I don't even know what to do with you guys this time around. Oh my goodness gracious.
Well, what is your advice to Sam then?
My advice to Sam is to do better with your submissions because this one didn't ask me for any advice. It's kind of boring. I'm sorry.
I'm thinking this is the last one, and I'm worried about that festival.
Yeah.
Typical woman doing a podcast offering to help people who don't even need it.
Well, he needed help.
She's like, you guys feel free to send in your questions and I'll solve your problems. And like, you're a woman. I'm just going to tell you about my day. How's that?
This is great. You know, we bring on all these people, and I think the only one who has defended me so far was Paul Town, and he was making fun of me when he did it.
Yeah, he
Well,
was.
I'm not attacking you.
No, you're assaulting me. This is assault.
Oh,
I'm calling
God.
the police
Yeah,
right now.
that's what it is.
Why would you call the police? Call Food Network?
Yeah. Yeah, if you want to stop me, you better get a hold of my Food Network show.
You need to fire him now. This is unacceptable.
Yeah, my goal, I mean, honestly, it was an early goal to get them to make a statement. They really jumped over. They outdid what I ever could have expected by pinning it to their fucking official Food Network social media profile for an entire weekend. That was a moment of like, yeah, man, fuck you guys. And then I was expecting it to go full circle to where, and I've joked about this on several podcasts. At one point, there's going to be some new executive who's like a rogue-minded individual as their company wanes, and people get tired of watching different kind of Mexicans rob each other through fake marriages on TV. Eventually, they're gonna get so desperate they're gonna go, well, the person who gets the most social media interaction of anyone who's ever been on our network is Josh Denny. So we're going to have to bring him back.
Elon Musk buys the Food Network, and this is his solution.
And I'm the new guy. They let me kill Guy Fieri and take his place on the air like a Highlander.
I think that's the only way that it can happen. You're going to have to deal with the hair, though.
Yeah, that's fine. Dye me up. I let him make me look like a fucking faggot on that show anyway. Who cares? They were like, hey, I was like, can I just have like a shaved head? And they're like, no, you need to look approach. They basically made me look like a barbecue dad who burns all the burgers. Like you kids gotta get out of the pool soon. That's what they were going. That was the look that they nailed with me. I was like, can't I just wear like cool band t-shirts? And they're like, no, that's Guy's brand. And I go, liking anything cool is Guy's brand? I disagree.
Oh, it
You're
is.
the only one allowed to be cool.
Well,
Yeah,
no,
it was like, they're like, you're not allowed to. We're not even allowed to have you photographed near a motorcycle. It's his brand.
It makes sense because, like, if you were to start calling people, screaming at everybody like a lunatic, Gordon Ramsay'd be all over your ass. It makes sense to me that Guy Fieri, because that's his brand, is mall, zoomies guy. None of what he actually likes is cool. It's like what an 8-year-old thinks is cool.
It is though. He
Yeah.
just looks like what my toddler might think is a cool guy.
Yeah, that's what we all wanted to look like when we were 7.
Yeah, I mean that's honestly, it is kind of what I want to look like now. But
Just do it. It's better than what you've got going now.
Whoa! Now who's throwing jabs and shots?
yeah, see, that's uncalled for, dude. We're just
No,
trying to
like
have.
the kinds of
come
jokes.
on!
I mean, it's one thing to make a joke about a group of people, but to really laser in on an individual man, I don't think that's okay.
Yeah.
I can laser in on more, Bryden.
Yeah. What?
I'll do it later.
What, bitch?
I was
Do
just
something.
gonna call
What,
you
bitch?
short again.
All right,
But then I
Flabbergale,
decided
with
maybe
your
I
fucking
should only
fat
call
ass.
you. Okay, that's enough.
Abigail.
It's not fat. My butt is not
Flabbergale.
fat. My butt is fine.
Yeah, I know. It's
and
your
plus,
face.
I saw an article headline. I didn't actually read the article, but I saw a headline earlier that said that women with big butts, okay, so pogs make more intelligent babies. We're better.
Can I point something out to you, Bryden? That's kind of funny.
No,
Do you
listen.
notice how her defense of her butt was that it was fine? Like, even in talking about something she likes about herself, she's still doesn't think that much of it.
Yeah, and she
I have
shouldn't.
low self-esteem.
She wasn't like, it's fantastic. She's like, don't talk about my ass. It's fine.
One thing that I can say about Flabbergale is that she has, and we use the proper pronouns. That she now has fantastic self-awareness.
I know exactly what
but
I
just
look like.
once,
I look like a lumberjack.
I just wish that regular women would have some pride in yourself for who you are. You're just who you are. Be that person.
If you
You don't
had
have to be delusional about it like one of these fucking 400-pound blacks that's like, everybody in the entire state won't fuck me. You don't have to be an insane person about it, but you also don't have to hate yourself. There is this middle ground where you can just be like, oh, I'm fine with me.
What can I stop you there real quick? I do believe that she should hate herself.
see,
Oh,
this is the thing.
well,
When
then I
you've
guess we
got
disagree.
an angry, retarded, failed comedian leprechaun man screaming at you insults
Josh has only been on
constantly.
one show.
Hey, how tall are you, Josh? I'm not calling him a leprechaun.
He's Irish as shit.
I'm 6 feet tall.
See, there you go. He's not the leprechaun. You're the leprechaun, Bryden. Anyway,
That started to take a real racial turn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Good
Bryden's
grief.
like Irish too. No, wait, he's Dutch.
Irish
I remember
and
that.
Dutch,
Now that's
yeah.
even worse.
Oh yeah, the
Got the
Dutch,
Dutch.
known for their leprechauns. Yeah.
Well, no, he's like part Irish, part Dutch. It's like the worst combination. He's like an Irishman with clogs or something. I don't know. It's freakish. It's
Yeah,
freakish.
it's funny.
It's
I think sometimes
freaking-
people that don't like me on the internet think that I'm like I have a Patton Oswalt stature, and then they see me in real life and they go, "Oh, you're not little."
Nah, you big guy. Yeah, he's a
And
big
it's
guy.
just like, yeah, okay, you know what I mean? Like what I told that story at the show that there was literally a couple that walked in the elevator of our hotel and the day of the show. And they're like, "Oh, you in town on vacation?" I go, "No, I'm in town. I'm doing some work. I'm doing a comedy show later tonight." And they're like, "The one with Gavin McInnes and Anthony Cumia?" And I'm like, "Yeah." And then the guy goes, "Oh shit, you're Josh Denny." And I go, "Yeah." And he goes, "Oh fuck, man, you look way different in person." And I go, "Fatter?" And he goes, "No, I didn't think you were this tall."
Really? You don't look short.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what the mentality is. Maybe it's because everybody in Hollywood is short. They just assume that if you've been on TV, you're actually 5'5".
Yeah, I mean, listen, I'm 5'6", manlet pride. But you know, I get by. I'm fine. Now I got people ragging on the shorts, and that's fine. Have fun. Yeah, have fun with your heart diseases, because that's what happens to giants. All right. Now, short people, streamlined. All of our blood runs into our hearts just fine.
No, okay, but yeah, the
short guys
constant
are like,
Taco Bell is not going to help your arteries.
That's just completely untrue. You know nothing about
trolls
Taco.
are like, you guys and your long cocks. You can't even put the whole thing in your mouth at the same time. What a pussy.
How embarrassing.
Yeah, dude. I mean, once you get the balls in there, like you're missing out.
Oh my goodness.
You're missing out.
If you really think about it, though, having a big dick would be less pleasurable to a guy because you're only able to no one can suck all of it if it's like a 12-incher.
Yeah.
Right? Unless you have like 5 people just teaming up on it like lumberjacks.
Well, the problem is they do, because if you have a 12-inch dick, then it's so many requests that you just put them through a rotation.
Yeah, but wouldn't you rather have one that you could put the entire thing in without it being a problem? Like that's.
Nah, I think that they just make do. It's kind of like somebody that's spent their whole life in a wheelchair. Like they don't know.
This is a discipline. Is this what men talk about? You guys just talk about other people's penises constantly?
Of course.
That poor soul. We're not gonna.
Yeah, this is the difference between men and women. We're obsessed with other people's dicks, and you guys can't stop talking about your own.
Oh, got you, Abraham.
Like women will sit in a room and talk about themselves, and we'll sit in a room and be like, "What do you think that Charles Barkley's dick is like?"
Oh, dude, like a fucking arm. It's gotta be.
So you're all gay,
right?
He could dribble with it.
I mean, he's gotta sound that dumb because the blood can't be everywhere at once, right?
Yeah, it's gotta be. You're
both gay.
Yeah, no, this is just science, and women don't understand the stem film.
She just goes,
you're
gay.
Both. Can I say that word? No. Okay, you're both gay.
Listen, I can watch Tom Brady throw a football and be like, wow, that's impressive. I could never do that. That's not gay. Why is it gay if I watch him fuck his wife and go, wow, I could never do that either?
Yeah, same thing. It's true. I think about Tom Brady fucking his wife a lot.
You know, like that's the thing is like guys can watch other guys pipe women down, and I don't even see their dick. I just see what that woman is doing.
I just see the determination in their eyes, and I just think, good for him. You know, like that's a real go getter. That's why where he is in life. And then they're
Why
like,
am I here?
you know, I ask myself that a lot. But you know, it's like you gotta see that determination in Tom Brady's eyes as he wins yet another ring. You know, he just goes home and he's like, get on the hog, baby, and ride. Because I like to think Tom Brady talks like that.
I assume he just yells "Let's go" until she does it, and then like Edelman, he's got to scream it into her. You know what I mean? Like he is a motivator. I mean, like, listen, I think I know how to fuck, but I don't have 7 Super Bowl rings, so I'll listen to whatever he has to say.
Well, he used to have 7. Now one of them's lost up in Giselle, so it's.
That's why you got to keep your fingers from bunching.
Oh my goodness.
Giselle Bundchen. All right. That's all my time here.
This is great advice, you guys. This is amazing.
So anyway,
it's the next Reddit
Steve, I hope that really, you walk into that Greg and you tell him how you feel. You tell him how much you love him, that you need him in your life, and you guys should run away together.
Talk to him about Tom Brady or something.
Yeah, what you do is you tell him, thank you for giving us 7 championships in our city, and then you suck them, and you guys fly away to Tampa together.
Yeah, you get one
Sam,
more,
please.
And then you fucking Antonio Brown screws you over. He was on a fantasy team. Who quits football in the middle of a game? He was on. What the fuck was that?
Yeah, that was pretty. That was pretty black.
No, and then he released a song that day. Like, what the fuck? He was on my fantasy team.
Yeah.
Wait, literally in the middle of a game?
Yeah, dude.
Like they were playing it still?
Yeah, he literally took his fucking uniform off in front of the crowd and was like, I'm done with football.
It just ran out.
Amazing.
It just ran out.
That's incredible. That's very impressive, actually.
He literally quit the NFL like a black guy would quit the post office. Y'all take y'all fucking shirt too. I don't need this shit where I'm going. Literally just stripped down in the end zone. He said, fucking goodbye, NFL.
That's amazing.
It's fucking insane.
Okay, let's.
Pretty impressive.
I was going to read this other Dear Abby that I have, but it's
Why not?
actually, serious.
Oh, definitely do that one then. Definitely do that one.
Okay. Dear Abby, I'm a 24-year-old cubicle farm worker from Virginia. I have this problem with dating where the women I'm finding are either worldly or very uptight to the point where I feel like I can't be myself. Any media I like or goals I have are something to be tolerated until I get closer to God and realize the only things I should enjoy are Bible reading, Bible commentary, hymns, and Bible study. Do you see it? I don't know, man.
No, keep going. This is dumber than shit. I don't know what a cubicle farmer is. He just stopped making office workers. I don't get it, but yeah.
God forbid I like a pop punk song or scary movie. In the interest of finding a woman with morals I agree with, should I grit my teeth and put on the perfect Christian show for my whole life, or keep holding out for someone more reasonable, risking dying alone? So this man is very Christian, and basically trying to find a Christian woman, he feels like he can't have any interests. He's just supposed to talk about God constantly.
Well, first of all, any of those women are absolute fucking freak shows. And definitely can only come if they're being choked almost to death. So you got to lose this facade that this chick only wants to talk about the Bible. She is pretending the same way you're pretending.
Yeah, he's definitely not Amish because
nobody.
Yeah, and even the Amish
actually...
are full of shit. You ever watch the Amish reality TV shows where they're just like, yeah, we can't have cell phones, or no, I'm just kidding. I got a cell phone in this cookie jar up here on the top shelf. You guys go fuck yourselves.
Well, yeah, nobody actually only listens to Gregorian chant. Maybe monks, actual monks who are out there living the life or whatever. But all these people online who you're encountering who are just listening to Christian, Gregorian chant and only reading
Well, why doesn't he throw?
religious books.
Why
It's
did
like
he?
they're putting on a show.
Well, why did I mean? It didn't have to be the Gregorian. Oh, bullshit! Why didn't he throw some Creed in there or POE or something like that? You know,
Yeah.
throw some of that in there. I don't see why it's got to be all stupid ass chants. That shit sucks. Creed is good if you're in your 30s like that. Then it's fine.
It's not.
No,
It's
it
not
is good.
good. It's
Look,
bad.
nobody ever took you higher.
You have bad taste.
Whatever, dude. Creed rules. No, I
So
don't.
get really into Black Sabbath and be like, look, listen to this album, like the early Black Sabbath, and get her into doom metal from there, and it's gonna be fine. You'll have a hobby in common. It'll be great.
Fucking Alice Cooper is Christian. Slayer is great, conservative Christian band. You know,
I don't know about that.
Yeah,
Are
there's just
they?
there actually is cool Christian shit nowadays. You just have to, I don't know, go find it. And yeah, I mean, and this is the problem is like this is the same issue I have with the religious right that I have with the super woke left is like your religion is not a personality. Neither is your sexual orientation or your fucking race. You know, this idea that you just join a club and then you don't have to be a person is gross. Right? Like
Yeah.
don't let your dumb wife just be a Christian. That's stupid. Make her develop herself into someone who's interesting and not just a Metatron of the word of God. If she wants to do that, then she should be a nun.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah. At some point, you're going to feel very trapped in the life you've created for yourself, trying to become like a caricature. Like, we all have interests. Like, when I go to church and I talk to people, they're talking about hobbies and like movies they watched. And it's not necessarily strictly Christian stuff. Like, these normal people have interests.
Yeah, and they're all full of shit too, by the way. Like all I do is read Bible and study Bible and watch religious films and stuff. Oh yeah, well who taught you how to suck dick? That's not anywhere in the book.
Oh my goodness gracious, you guys are ridiculous.
No, I mean he's on to something. He's on to something. Because I mean,
Where'd you learn that? Did you learn that from the Bible? Oh no, so you do watch a little YouTube, you lying bitch.
Oh my God.
it's just listen. It's just in some lady's genetic code to know that one hand is for the balls. Like they just know. I think from
How is this
from
happening?
Earth. Like this is
Goes, that's supposed to go on my mouth too. That's not what is that fucking Ephistocles 1310?
Fisticles.
I didn't even realize that. That's crazy.
Oh goddamn! Yeah,
And Adam said unto thee, "Spread thine asshole open."
What's bad is this is probably legitimately some really religious person. Like we got.
No, it is. You guys are terrible. He was asking me for advice genuinely.
Oh, does he ever listen to the fucking show? Does he know what I'm gonna say to him? Which is quit being a fag and just like, that's a dumb 20-year-old goal to be like, then just go be a priest or what the fuck ever if you're gonna do that. Go listen to Slayer. It's a Christian conservative band, legitimately. And if that's you're worried about like, oh, I don't want the money as if people pay for music anymore. You're being ridiculous. That's a dumb LARPy thing to think. Stop being 20. Get your dick to stop being a calculator and go spread your wild fucking oats. All right? That's what it says in the Bible to do.
Well, I mean, it says to do that with like your wife.
Nuh-uh, it says be fruitful and multiply. It didn't say with only this one bitch.
Yes.
Okay, well, it does say that later. They had polygamy for a while.
Okay, so do it later. So do it later.
So do
Yeah.
it later.
Maybe they did it later because that's when you're supposed to do it. Like, be fruitful and multiply, and then when you're 40, stop fucking around so
Right,
much.
yeah. I mean, it's like you gotta, maybe 35. It's time for me to settle down, but with the same bitch for 5 fucking years. You know how long that is in horny man years? I'm no
Yeah,
longer.
he said, be fruitful. He said, y'all be fruitful and multiply. He also said, don't eat the fruit. And she said, I didn't hear that first one. What are we supposed to do with the fruit after we eat it?
Right.
Stupid broads.
It's this young man needs to just straighten up and fly right. All right, nobody's asking him to go out there and slay puss or anything like that. But quit being like afraid to watch bad television shows. Like it's okay that.
By the way, buddy, that's what monogamy is. You're gonna have to watch some bad fucking television shows because guess what? Your girl, she ain't gonna like the good ones.
Yeah.
There's something about being a woman where you're just like, you know what? I really love this show that everyone universally hates. And you just go like, I don't want to watch that with you. And then what's going to happen is she's going to take maybe they only made 2 seasons because it really sucked. And that's going to take her, I don't know, 6 fucking months to finish because she keeps doing Instagram instead of watching the show. So then now you're just sitting there also doing Instagram because the TV is monopolized by somebody who doesn't fucking actually watch it. And then you got to find a place to put that body at the end of the week. Welcome to monogamy, my friend.
This all sounds accurate, but in the later stages of monogamy is when you go, you don't believe in my dream, and you go to a podcast with 2 people, and she sits in there watching 90 Day Fiance for the millionth time, and you have an entirely separate room filled with audio-visual equipment, and it's not like your roommates, because I've never kissed my roommate or fucked my roommate before, but after a while, you just start to think, what is she seeing me? This isn't working. And then you spiral. You start doing kratom. You got to start doing that. The drinking intensifies, and then again, it's every week. You're like, what's really going to make this podcast pop? Another camera.
I love how our answer to their advice is just telling them how bad it can get, and then it's just like, hey, stop your bitching.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's nothing. Just go.
Happy you're not.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, writer in. Do you still have all your freedom and independence and autonomy to make whatever choices you want every day? Oh, how miserable.
When you go out to eat, are you just paying for you? Or are you paying for you? Some shit that you wanted that she didn't want, so you order another one, and then whatever she wanted, and then, all the drinks to tolerate what constitutes this conversation after you've known a person for 5 years? Is that you?
Yeah. Yeah, he's like, or should I just commit myself to a life of being alone? Oh, yeah. Get to my level 10 years in, and they go, maybe I'll just leave. And I go, I fucking wish you would. Wait till you get to that level where you're just gritting through your teeth all day, every day.
Where are you going to go? Where are you going to go? We're the only people we know.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, all your friends are dead or married. Same thing. Where are you going to? Your family doesn't talk. Where are you going to go?
The last time we partied was at your last friend's wedding, all right?
Yeah.
Golly.
Yeah, so, that's consider yourself lucky. Bullet dodge. You know where they say in your book to count your blessings? This is one of the ones where you're missing out on it.
I think it's don't count your blessings before they hatch. I think it's in there.
Is that what it is?
I think so.
That's a pro-life one.
Yeah.
Got to wait till those motherfuckers hatch. A lot of people try to count them early, and then that's a crime. They go, it's not really a blessing until it hatches, though. Am I right, everybody?
Who would write into the show something so earnest?
I don't know, Bryden, because like half of my followers on Twitter are like very earnest with me and, treat me like I'm doing something serious here. And the other half are just trying to make me look bad. And it's just chaos.
Well, nothing can make you look worse than this.
Yeah, no, this looks very terrible. I'm just doing, I don't even know how to react to this episode so far. You're just talking about penises and killing your wives. Like, what do I do with that?
Well, I don't know. My advice is lighten up, kid. Like it's it's good that you're religious, but wholeheartedly, you probably need to lighten up. Just find somebody that you can enjoy watching the same shit with. If you're just into Gregorian chants in the Bible, then fine. That's weird. You got autism or shit, and that's great. But
the problem is he's not, and he's, I guess, dating like very performatively religious women who are weirded out by him having interests.
That's the only kind.
Like,
I'm going to let you know a little secret. Women aren't anything.
Yeah.
Okay? They are whatever their survival requires them to be. So if a woman is religious, it's because her community has made her believe that being that way is the best chance at survival or even having a good life. That's why whores are the way they are. Their environment raised them to believe that the only way to a good life with safety, security, and financial stability is to suck and fuck everybody. Okay? So she's malleable to whatever you want her to be. You just gotta get her and then teach her. If you want to be with this guy, you gotta fucking do what I say.
So anal, basically. But it's
that's his thing.
Listen, he sounds like he's like 20 something. Josh is completely right. he needs to quit being uptight.
He said a lot of things that you're siding on to with that.
He's admitting I'm right about all of them.
Yeah, completely.
Every single thing he said today. Yes.
Yes.
All right, let's move on.
No.
Facts don't care about your feelings, Abby. Okay, these are all facts.
Facts don't care about your feelings.
And listen, Bryden remembers this comic. I'm not going to say her name, but there's a comedian that we started with in LA who was a former singer who was on American Idol and a bunch of other stuff, right? And she's a pretty good comic, and had like a model fiance man for years, right? And then a millionaire lesbian DJ in Vegas was like, I want you to be my wife. And then this woman was like, oh my God, I didn't realize I was a lesbian my entire life. How many millions? You make $2 million a year? Okay, yeah, I'm gay now.
How do you make that much money as a DJ? There's no way.
How do you make any money as a DJ? Is something that will make you put the gun in and out of your mouth at night, right?
Okay. Everybody calm down about DJs talks, okay?
But anyway, turns out she's like, I didn't realize, it wasn't until I tasted my first pussy that I knew it was for me my entire life and that my whole life was wrong. And the fact that my whole life has changed financially for the better in a very Cinderella type of way, that's just an arbitrary side note.
Oh, dude, Cinderella, except it's like, does your tongue fit into this pussy? And
I want to, yeah, literally. I want to have a game show called... Do you even fucking have any idea who you are as a person? Really? I know it's a long title, but I just think it'd be funny because, like, that's the thing is, like, you can't do if there was more money on the line for Fear Factor, women would disgust everybody. Like, $50,000 is not enough to get a chick to do something. Like, for $50 million, I think a woman would cut up her own father and eat him.
Oh, she'd crawl into her own ass. Like,
I mean, there is nothing a woman would not do for a more comfortable life at all in the world.
How many men would do the same thing for $50 million? A lot, probably.
I would not do children's television for any amount of money. That's one thing I wouldn't do for any amount of money.
Oh, you wouldn't Bob Saget?
If I offered you like $100 million a year to be another Blippi,
no,
you wouldn't do that?
No, I wouldn't do it because I wouldn't be able to live with myself. You guys don't ever have to think about living with yourself.
Well, no, I mean, like in an existential, like, solipsistic sort of way, all I think about is living with myself, and that's why I'm miserable.
You're a man. I'm talking about women. They don't ever they don't ever have to look and contemplate about their own choices and behavior.
You know what? For so much time they spend in front of the fucking mirror, they never see themselves. Whoa!
Oh my God! That's the most profound shit anyone has ever said. How you look in that thing all day and not even see yourself?
Woo!
Dr. Phil over here.
He's a genius. Yeah. I think I've heard that one about 20 times before. It's not particularly original, Bryden.
Shut up, bitch. The men are coming up with profound things.
Yeah, you're doing a good job.
Oh, you think Jesus was the first Jesus? Come on now.
Yeah. What about the apple? Maybe the apple was Jesus. See, you've never done LSD, man. You got to start listening to the Doors.
Yeah.
Okay, so I have both done LSD and listened to the Doors.
Whoa!
Bryden, and
Major admission, drug addict Abby.
I am not a drug addict. I was a teenager once.
Teenage drug addict.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, it's a sad reality, but it's so true. Like,
You can say that all day, but there's no way to confirm or deny it because there
is. What's the ratio of homeless? What's the ratio of super hot homeless chicks to other homeless? You show me a 7 under the age of 40 as a woman that's homeless, and I'll show you a girl whose holes have been soldered shut.
Wait. I have one
but
for you.
But that's not because men wouldn't do it. It's because the men are not being pulled off the streets. Okay, also, those women are kidnapped, first of all, and sex trafficked most of the time. Who do go out on the
so
streets,
now we're going to
homeless.
Start blaming Bill Gates for shit.
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
It's Bill Gates' fault. Directly. He's going out at night and he's abducting these homeless women and
hold on. That legitimately might get us kicked off of YouTube.
Oh, sorry. I'm sorry.
She said adopting homeless women, right? We're fine. He's going out there and he's
Giving
adopting them.
cookies. I'm sorry. You're going to have to edit this one.
Yeah, I know it's funny. Isn't that funny? Is that adopting and abducting? Really, the only difference is the penetration.
Oh my goodness gracious!
Right? Like, I mean, if we're gonna be
But
real,
nobody is abducting old like Howard, the homeless man on the corner,
I'm
to
just
sex
saying
traffic
nobody's
him. Is what I'm
abducting
saying.
anyone who's not getting stuck with a dick. That is the reality of since the beginning of time.
Well, see, no, I think you may be, no, you're partly onto something, but I think if we're going semantically, the difference between adoption and abduction is one is a surprise, and the other one is like a happy surprise that involves paperwork.
Yeah.
A lot of paperwork and a lot of money. They're buying
And
costs
less
so-
babies.
penetration.
Yeah, it is mainly the penetration at the end of the day. That's kind of the end of the tunnel of love that is.
How many? By the way, when people are signing the paperwork to adopt, like I don't know, like not an 18, but not like a prepubescent, like a teenager, and even probably younger than that. How many? You know how when you sign a contract for something, sometimes you'll find this line like, wow, they really put this one in here a lot, where it's just like, just so you know, you can't sue us. And just so you know, if you ever want to sue us, you have to go through a mediator. And just so you know, in case you're thinking about suing us, I wonder how many times it says, don't fuck it in the adoption paperwork. They're just like, man, you guys really put don't fuck it on every page? I mean, I get it. We're not going to. And they're like, listen, we need to have you sign it 37 times because you'd be amazed. We've just kept adding pages and it still happens.
You just initial here, again, just don't fuck, initial. Yeah, I don't think anybody really adopts like 16-year-olds that they don't know. You know, it's like like somebody
They just foster them and take the paycheck.
Yeah, that is a whole that's a whole racket.
Yeah, not to be confused with human trafficking at all. Am I right, everybody?
No, it's exactly the same thing. No, I actually legitimately think adoption
sponsored human trafficking. Oh, that one's fine.
Oh,
that's what it is.
Brutal.
Yeah,
you get paid for it.
Just watch it for a couple of years and don't fuck it, and we'll give you some money. Oh, that's funny because that sounds a lot like what Hector was asking me to do with his nieces and nephews.
And then, you know, when it's 18, all bets are off, you know.
Yeah, so people who people who foster teenagers are like coyotes. Got it.
You're just fucking Woody Allen. Oh God, people do that, don't they? They just Woody Allen 16-year-olds, and then they're like, haha, and then
he said, I waited until, you know, we didn't do any intercourses until she was 18 now.
God. Ew, dude.
That had to be, yeah, I know. That had to be, listen, I believe him that he waited until she was 18, but I bet he was at the finish line at those last few months of 17 with a cup of water and a towel like, come on, honey, you can do it.
I like how that last impression you did was way closer to what a New York Jew actually sounds like than your New York Jew impression, by the way.
Oh, yeah. Well, Woody Allen is a specific kind of New York Jew. The crafty kind who's like, no, I promise I won't fuck it.
Woody Allen. Oh man, no, definitely. Ronan Farrow is his kid for sure. Everybody knows that.
Yeah, you know what's? Yeah, for sure. Yeah. You hold a picture of him next to anyone else, Frank Sinatra, let's say. There's no comparison. It's clearly Woody Allen. I will say this: I don't believe that he sexually assaulted the youngest daughter. I don't believe that. I think that was the vindictive ex-wife making that story up. Okay. But I 100% believe he was banging that Chinese one way before he was allowed to.
His wife now?
Yeah.
Yeah, probably, yeah.
Yeah, well, how old is she now? 34?
Yeah, right. She finally just turned 26.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah. Just the Ronan Farrow thing is hilarious because, like, Ronan Farrow wouldn't have the success that he had if he looked like Woody Allen. You know, like Ronan Farrow, dude, there he is. He's like breaking stories and has never worked a real day in his life, but like people care. It's just because he looks like Frank Sinatra. You look at Frank Sinatra, anything that Frank Sinatra said, you're like, sure thing, Frank. Like that was everybody. And Ronan's got the damn face for that. But I wonder what his dick looked like. Looks like.
Again. Oh my goodness. Just constant with the gay stuff tonight.
It's just got one really sparkly blue eye inside of it, and the voice of an angel.
It just sings. It's like, I'm done. Like, well, that's not a good Sinatra.
I feel
done. I can't.
Yeah,
do
I feel like
Sinatra.
you went. I feel like you
You
went
can't
Phantom of
do
the
a
Opera on
Sinatra.
that.
I can't do a Sinatra. Oh, what am I?
You have a squeaky voice.
Oh, imagine that I can't do an impression of Frank Sinatra. If I could, clearly I wouldn't be here.
I could probably do a better impression.
Yeah, I bet you
Oh,
can.
now this I got. This is ever. Go ahead. Wow.
No,
with
wait.
your
I'm
Frank
not
Sinatra.
doing it. I'm not singing on air.
No, do it.
No, I'm not.
I'll play the piano. Go ahead.
Piano? Do you have a piano?
I don't think
I'm not actually
I
going to
don't
do
think
it.
I
No,
have my
stop it.
computer set up right for it, but I can in a second. I don't
No
know if
way.
it's over.
Okay, listen. Start singing the next story there, and I'm gonna go take a quick leak, and I'll just kind of gather what happened by the time I get back.
Okay, that's how it works.
Yeah, that is how it works. Even when Josh isn't here, that's how it works.
It is actually how it works. I don't know how we even run this thing. Normally, it's like a ship with a bunch of holes in it.
I was
Okay.
gonna say, is this not going well? I feel like we're nailing it.
No, it's just I don't. Okay, usually when the vulgar stuff happens, I try to shut it down, and it's been unshut-downable. It just makes me feel awkward. I just
Well,
can't.
you should have
yeah.
never invited me, madam.
Yeah, I didn't expect this. I think you talked about penis a lot less on the show I heard you on.
The way you said penis. I don't even know what that is. I know what penis is. I don't know what you said.
Okay, well, I'm retarded. I can't speak correctly.
I
No,
mean,
because I'm like a
listen.
Southerner, but I have a Yankee dad and grandparents, and my accent gets really weird on certain words. People make fun of me for it constantly.
Yeah, it definitely gets weird on that one.
Yeah.
You
Well, I
added
don't
an extra 2 syllables.
do.
Penis.
Oh my god.
You guys are gonna soundbite that, me saying that word just now,
Yes.
and then Bryden's gonna play that on the soundboard throughout the show for the rest of the show's existence.
If he had a soundboard, do you know he refuses to even edit? We're gonna get our YouTube taken down because he's not gonna take my terrible comment out of it.
You had a terrible comment. I think I made probably the worst ones.
Well, I think I'm the one who was going to get us taken down from YouTube with my Bill Gates thing.
Oh yeah, the conspiratorial.
Oh.
You went after the Godfather there. You can't do that.
I should probably be more careful.
Oh, good. This is I just get back to hear that then. Yeah, that's great.
Yeah, he just made fun of me for the way I say the word penis.
Sure. Yeah,
That's
you do
what
say
he
it
did
weird.
while you were gone.
Yeah, it kind of sounds like you're ordering peanuts at a ballpark.
I don't say it very often.
Just say,
Yeah,
just
the
can you,
penis!
can you just can you just help penis?
No! This is so bad.
She says it. She says it. She says it like a Catholic school teacher that found it in one of the kids' desks. Who brought in this penis?
This is basically what this feels like right now. Yeah.
It feels like a penis, does it?
Mia Shinnock. That's the first time a woman's ever told me that.
Oh my god. Okay.
That's what they sound like.
Yeah, usually if they tell me it feels like a penis, there's a real emphasis on the word like. It feels like a penis, but
Slightly, a little bit.
not quite.
It's neat. When they give you a pat on the back afterwards, like they're like, that's good. Because they want you to. One thing I will say about women is they are empathetic. So they know when it's time for you to go to bed, and the problem is they can never tell where the fucking door is. But it's good. Josh, you've had the pat on the back, right? You go and then they give you they're like, there you go.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
tried.
That's a good one. Well, I mean, to us, it's like it's like getting tucked
Guys,
into bed.
Steve Harvey liked my tweet where I said the
Oh,
most
shit!
religious experience I've ever had in my life was going to a taping of the Steve Harvey show.
I'm very happy for you.
Hold on, I'm gonna play some. I'm gonna play a drop that nobody's gonna hear, or you guys won't hear, but the audience will. It's an explosion. That rules.
You said it was this is so bad.
It's an explosion, and then here's a boo for you. Keep talking. It's just people booing. I am gonna get it set up that way we can both hear it, but I'm lazy and I've been playing video games, so
Hey man, the loop back, or is it loop deck? That's the move.
I've got the Stream Deck, but I need to use the Voicemator Banana. This is inside baseball for everybody who wants to start a podcast.
A little nerd talk. Huh?
Yeah,
this will soften up your penis real quick.
Look at this. I'm never gonna live this down. It's gonna be like 2 weeks. And Josh Denny is gonna tag me on Twitter. Hey, do you remember when you said penis really funny? Like, yeah.
funny.
It's still funnier. Your way of actually saying it is still funnier than my impression of it.
I can't help it. I can't speak properly.
I asked me to suck his penis.
I've got one more. Hold on, I have one more drop.
Fat broads and horse-faced lesbians.
You can find all of these on my live streams. It's funny. That one is Elizabeth Warren saying fat broads and horse-faced lesbians.
Do you think that it's... I feel like you describing it is just like a bad move.
No, it's
like,
good.
Here's what you didn't hear. Everyone else heard it. Everyone that can hear you then explain it.
No,
This is, by the way, for the record, this is the most fun podcast I've done in 2 years.
Seriously?
Yeah, so I don't care if you like it or not. This is the most fun I've had doing anyone's podcast in 2 years.
You're welcome back anytime, brother. It's always like this.
A third chair if you just stop being so gay.
No,
dude.
the show has to go in a very gay direction for me to be in any of the chairs.
It's or you
Also,
know what?
why is any mention? We're just talking. We're just being meat gazes and admiring other guys' dicks. What's so gay about that?
There's
I
nothing
think
wrong
it's
with
very gay. I think that you're gay.
Oh
Josh.
yeah.
I think-
No, I've heard this on Twitter before. So you must be some kind of gay. You know, just because I can look at another man's cock and be like, wow.
Yes.
Look at it go. You know, that's what I
Look
think.
at his gracious.
No, you're telling me. Hey, listen, Flabbigail, you're Floppigail, because that's all the way down to your knees. You're telling me that you've never seen another pair of tits and been like, oh, that's some nice tits.
Well, I have, but it's different if you're a woman.
Oh, is it different?
Yeah,
oh, it's not gay, is it? Yeah.
No,
Especially if she's a DJ with a lot of money.
Women are allowed to be a little gay. We can admire each other. Men can't.
Well, okay. Oh, calm down there, Jesus, El Savior of Christ. She's reading out of the book of Ephistocles again, Bryden. I don't like it. Sounds real Old Testament here.
No, see, that's bullshit. Look, I can look at Tom Brady and go, what a specimen. I'll bet he has a great bird. You know?
You can't talk about it.
Yes, we can. Why not? This is why guys go their whole lives with fake wives and children and then move to Miami when they're 50 and just start wrecking guys' assholes because women like to oppress them and tell them they can't.
No, it's
and they
because
go,
they're
okay,
gay.
So have a regular what? They're like the guy who just wrote in. They're like, oh, I guess I just got to either be alone for the rest of my life or get some bitch who does basket weaving and talks about Jesus all day. That guy's either going to shoot up a Walmart or he's going to start fucking guys.
Yeah. I mean, because, see, this is how you figure it out. Is you're like, you see enough penises and you decide, like, good
They're
ones,
not
bad
for you.
ones. Yeah, you go, it's, it doesn't sexually attract, I'm not into that, but good for that guy. See, men can feel good for each other, and they're like, I'm happy for your success. Women, if they see another woman have success, the first thing they do is like, how can I fuck that up? Because that's what women are. Men, I'm happy if a guy has a big hog. I'm happy for him.
That's
That's not true at all. When I see a woman with big boobs, I think good for her.
No, you don't.
No, you don't. Don't you lie to us.
I do too.
Don't you
You're gonna tell me what I
down
think?
to us.
Look, okay, but no, there's
From your
another thing.
tower
Bryden
of
said that it
lies.
doesn't have to be sexual or whatever.
Yeah, yeah.
Every time you mentioned it, it was sexual. You were talking about the whole thing. This whole episode.
Exactly. You'll admire a girl with big boobs as long as she's sitting by herself alone in a corner, but if she's sucking up all the eyes in the room, you'll find a way to kill her before the night's over.
So true.
Well, yeah, but that's not because of her boobs.
Right. No, but it's because of what the boobs are drawing in.
See, if I see a guy, like I've never been to a nude beach. Really, I'm not fit for something like that, But,
No,
Hey,
you're not.
I'm not fit for nude or beach. What am I gonna do? Show my Peter and get sunburned into cancer? I'm all set. I'll save myself on the death and humiliation.
I'm sitting over there under the umbrella, fully clothed, and I look upon the nude beach, and I'm like, I see a guy with like a dong that's leaving. It's like, there were 3 footsteps in the sand. The third one was his penis. Like, and I'm like, good for him. Like, that's great. I don't feel any envy towards that man. I think that man is living a whole fucking life, and I just think, man,
trying to convince yourself.
I don't have to convince anybody. I mean,
listen, I can look at like food videos all day online of stuff I would never eat in real life. It's no different than that.
Yeah.
Like, I love to watch somebody whip together a good salad. I'm not going to put one in my fucking mouth.
I was about to say, oh, you're telling me you don't eat food you want, but then you said salad, and it's like, oh.
No, I said food I don't want. I can
Yeah.
appreciate what putting a good salad together looks like. I don't have to put it in my mouth to have an appreciation for its existence.
See, in the same vein of things. Here, let me put it in something that you would understand.
You said the same vein.
I feel like this has turned into I'm helping you guys, but it's not working at all.
Well, because that wouldn't be helping you, dumbass.
See, I think we're helping you. This is your awakening, Abigail.
Let me put this in terms that you would understand. True crime. I could watch
They love that.
They love it, dude. They can't get enough. I could watch a true crime episode of somebody that hunted down their podcast co-host and murdered them and left them in a ditch.
And why do women love true crime? Because all they tell themselves while they watch it is, "I know more than this bitch did." That's the only reason women love true crime.
This is what I would have done.
I wouldn't have died like this dumb bitch. I know more than her.
I would have known. I would have known when.
I would have known. Or you know what? He wouldn't have wanted to murder me.
Yeah, because my tits are too big.
Yeah, exactly. That's why they love their fucking true crime. Oh, he wouldn't have got me like this dumb bitch.
Not a chance in the world. I would have gotten away.
Yeah, here's where she went wrong.
You never leave your cell phone in the car. I know. No, but listen, I could watch a true crime about somebody who hunts down and murders their podcast host and leaves them in a ditch. But I'm obviously not going to do it. I can just admire and go,
I don't believe you.
That's fantastic.
You were threatening me earlier.
I would never do a thing like that.
You threaten me all the time.
I never have threatened your life on air, you bitch.
On air.
I have never, ever, I would never threaten you.
On air.
On air.
On air.
Mostly during Discord when you're late. But yeah.
Yeah, well, okay. I was late the one time.
Oh,
okay?
it was like the one time.
It was one time.
Okay.
Oh, imagine that. A woman not being able to be punctual to something. Oh,
Well, I actually forgot
me
what day it was, and I wasn't going to show up at all.
I forgot what day it was. Yeah.
Yeah, anyways.
We're almost out of time. Do we have time to do one more? This is up to Josh.
No, yeah, for sure. Let's do one more.
Okay. We can do as many as you want, but I know you got to do Jenkum tonight.
No, I already did it earlier today.
Oh, I thought it was. I have my time zones mixed up. I thought 10:30 West Coast time was 1:30 my time.
No, 10:30 a.m. was when I had to not p.m.
Oh, that would make sense. I was at work staring at goddamn numbers going, this doesn't make sense. Because that's what men do now.
Yeah.
Get very confused by numbers.
Yeah, I mean, other people's numbers, because other men have sent me numbers.
Confused by numbers, Abby. We're not Chinese.
Okay, that's fair.
What am I supposed to just know numbers like I'm Chinese?
This is
I
true.
thought you guys were supposed to be smarter. What happened?
The Irish have never been accused throughout history of being too smart.
Have freaking
that's
brain.
well, dude. Hold on, Josh.
I can't remember. I can't remember what comic had this joke. Maybe it was an Andrew Schultz thing or something. But it was like, how stubborn are Irish people to where they ran out of food and they were just like, I guess we have to leave the country. He's like, y'all can't just eat something else.
Well, no.
Dude.
Okay, never mind. I'm not.
I think it's an Andrew Schultz thing. I don't remember.
Andrew Schultz's new special is coming out on the 17th, and I cannot wait to buy it because he bought it back from Netflix because he was doing abortion jokes.
Yeah, it's great.
That fucking
I
rules.
already pre-ordered it.
Dude, The Irish, the only thing that they only notable invention the Irish have ever had was ejection seat. Go look at it's on Wikipedia. I'm not kidding.
That's what we came up with that?
Yep, the ejection seat. And I like to imagine
It makes sense. We also invented pulling out.
Well, I see. That's a good one. I think that, damn, can I use that as a tag?
Yeah, for sure.
I'm doing my bits. No, it was the ejection seat, which I like to imagine they used to eject away from all of their familial responsibilities.
Yeah.
Oh God, damn it! Fine, Jesus, that hurts
They're just
so
like,
bad.
if I could just pull one lever and leave all this behind. Of course, they came up with the ejection sheet. They had the most miserable lives of any human beings in the last 200 years.
Don't tell black people that.
Exactly.
Another group. There was that one other group that had it pretty rough for a little bit.
Oh shit, the Jews too. Yeah.
Yeah, that's who I was counting. Which one you were thinking?
I was talking about black people and Armenians though.
Yeah, but no, inside 200 years, I think they're pretty good now.
What, the blacks? Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Right now, we're still about 50 years from the bicentennial of their freedom, so.
Oh, that's going to be a terrible fucking presidential goddamn.
2065? I hope I'm not alive for it.
Oh, don't worry. You're white. You won't be.
Okay, good. That's great. That's hilarious.
Now, just for your general knowledge, yes, that the ejection seat was was invented by the Irish. Now, I went through that whole list. Everything else was just dumb bullshit you've never heard of that didn't fucking matter. But the ejection seat, that was Irish.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Good.
All right.
We worked on booze and quick exits. Oh my God! If you think about it, that's what the Irish goodbye is. It's a social ejection seat.
That's I
wonder if we invented abandoning your entire family. Is that an Irish thing?
That was what the ejection seat was for. It was going to the bar.
Yeah, they were like, we used to put these at the dinner table before we realized that pilots could use them.
They're like, listen. Oh my God, I'm pregnant again. And then he just was like, woo!
Yeah, just shoot himself out of his little cottage and into the cottage of another bitch who didn't have any kids yet.
The only thing the Irish people have ever done is get mad and drink and write poems. That's just the Irish. Now, see, I like to tell people, because I'm Irish and Dutch.
Enough of this shite. Just...
Let's see. I don't know. You see, I've got Dutch in me, which is good. They're doing that whole farmer thing right now. They're acting
better
Irish.
Get him out of there, man. We're trying to do a show right now. I think Abby left.
Oh no, she's still here. She just knows when to be quiet. We've Irished her into shutting the fuck up. Is half of the Dutch half of my family built this country, because they gave loans to the revolutionaries, all that shit. And
they
then
gave loans.
They did. I mean, they helped build the country. They weren't too thrilled with England. And then the other side of my family just showed up and was like, we're cops now. Let's sleep on the street. They just fucked the whole country up. So yeah. I feel like the most American motherfucker on the planet. And my girlfriend just made me a martini with a fucking lemon rind in it.
Well, you don't deserve it.
I feel like you don't deserve. Just do the show.
Okay, well, I was trying to do the show, but then you guys just constantly, every time I try to do a story, you talk about
nag.
Anyway.
Wait. What's the word we talk about, Abby?
Penis.
Penis.
This is terrible. Oh my gosh.
Terrible.
Because the last time that people came and found our show and we were like clipping things out to like post and be like, look at Abby. It was.
Do you guys watch Ozark?
No, I've heard it's good.
A couple of seasons.
So there's a scene, like a famous scene in the final episode of the first half of the last season, where the little white trash girl Ruth is decided she's going to go try to hunt down this cartel guy and kill him, and the rich the main people, white people that she works for, are like, don't do that, he's going to kill you, you can't, he's with the cartel, he's too powerful. And she goes, if you want to stop me, you're going to have to fucking kill me. And that's exactly the way I hear you say the word penis.
Oh,
At the end. Penis! It's the same number of like trailer park syllables at the end of when you say that word that she sounds like in that scene.
She is
I
trash.
feel like that's appropriate.
She is
I
trash.
feel like it's
Fucking Ruth Langsmore's biology class.
I like how also you were trying to like get me to be more confident in myself and like defend myself more, and then you just
Oh
that's-
no, no,
I
no,
mean,
no,
I
no.
don't understand. There's nothing negative about the way you say that word. It's
There's
hilarious.
nothing
It brings
negative.
people joy.
I'm sure it does. I'm sure everybody's laughing very hard.
Hey, everyone loves Ruth on the show, by the way. Everyone's
She's
a big
great.
fan. Of course, she's like a total
Fun.
caricature of like Ozark trailer trash, but everyone loves her.
That's fair.
And isn't that what everybody wants? They want to be loved.
Well,
I'm just telling you to lean into who you are. Lean in.
Lean into sounding like a white trash girl when I say penis.
yeah. Honestly, your name your name probably should be Leah Ann.
Yes.
You should.
Maybe it is.
That has got to be the most southern trash name ever.
Dude,
I am.
did you? Oh man.
No, just
I know. I
Leanne.
knew a girl named Bobby Joe
Oh,
when I
that's
was
a
a
bad
kid.
one.
That's
Yeah,
way worse.
We had a girl who looked like she could have been my twin sister in elementary school, and her name was Bobby Joe.
Oh.
Mhm.
And I was just like, and everyone was like, "Are you guys brother and sister?" And I was like, "Oh no, she's disgusting." And she was like, "He's disgusting." And I go, "We look exactly the same."
Oh no.
Dude, it's so bad. My father still stands by this name. My name is Bryden Proctor. That's a stupid name.
It is very stupid.
It's so dumb.
It sounds like a character out of a Final Fantasy video game.
It does. All of anything is completely warranted. It's a stupid name. My dad, if I was gonna be a girl, and he stands by this, he was gonna call my first name was gonna be Heaven, and my middle name was gonna be Lee. He wanted to call me
Heavenly
Heaven
Proctor?
Proctor.
Wow.
That's so bad.
Dude, that was just nothing but a life of West Virginia meth and dick sucking. Like there's.
That's my daughter over there, Heaven Lee.
God. Yeah, I mean, and he stands by it. He's like, no, that's a good name. It's like, we already turned out bad, Dad. What do you think would have happened?
Yeah, Heavenly Proctor. Yeah,
Oh.
she doesn't sound like she'd be on any polls ever.
Mm-mm. Well, I mean, I don't hope. I mean, I do dance pretty good, but like not pole dancing. I could do some. I'd crip walk stuff like that. I can do the Dougie. I can Soldier Boy. But
what do we have? We have another.
We got another thing. Let's do the last advice. Let's do the last advice thing. We're running out of time.
Okay. Am I the asshole for sending out bad day alerts to my family whenever my wife is having a bad day?
The hell?
When he says family, does this person elaborate?
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
go on.
I'm a father of 3 boys from ages 12 to 17 and husband of 1 woman. My wife is an amazing woman with very few flaws. One of these, again, few flaws is her anger. When she's not happy, she has a habit of kind of making everyone else's days worse.
She has few
example-
flaws, but we keep having to buy plates.
For example, if she has a bad day at work, I know it's likely that I'll get fussed at for something she usually doesn't care about. For my boys, I know it's rough as they really don't want to argue with their mother. On previous bad days, my wife has went off and overboard on our kids for small things such as leaving the toilet seat up or leaving a paper plate out.
Why are they using paper plates? Like that's this gives me a socioeconomic idea of what this family is, where they're using
they also
paper
have
plates.
2 working parents. So yeah. And then also
Where do they work? Fucking Wendy's? Like
these animals are leaving the toilet seat up. That's also an indication.
that's episode 2. We're not revisiting that.
To combat this, I made a group chat with all the boys, so all of his sons, called Bad Day Alert. The way it works is that if one of us notices that my wife is not exactly having a good day and will make it our problem, we simply text Bad Day, all caps, into the chat so the others can prepare. We also use it for just quick guy talk, but its main purpose is to warn in case of a bad day. When we get a bad day alert, we do what we can to ensure that no one gets in trouble.
Hold on.
It
Pause.
also
Pause.
Yeah.
Did he say how many? Like this is with his kids?
Yes, this is his 3 sons
Well,
who
I got a
are
great piece of advice for him right out of the chute. First of all, switch over to doing good day alerts. You'll cut your workload down by 60%.
um
Solved.
it also gives me
Why
time
would you
to
send an alert out for something that happens 9 out of 10 days? Why wouldn't you just pick the one day and go, it's a good day, fellas. Good day today.
Well, he did say that it was rare. She just gets mad sometimes.
You know what? Battered wives.
Yeah,
say
so
the same
rare
shit.
that they have a protocol for it.
Well, it's a house full of men. It's a house full of teenage boys and the dad who has more sympathy for them than her. I mean, we're talking about a woman who comes home from work after a stressful day and they've left paper plates all over the place instead of throwing them around. So dirty paper plates everywhere. And they left the toilet seat up and she fell in the toilet. So she yells at them.
No, we're not doing the fell in the toilet shit again.
She fell in the toilet. Of course she'd be upset.
I want to handle this. I want to handle this like a customer service support call, like Bryden. You be him calling in and telling me what's going on with your wife, and then I want to give you the customer support angle.
Okay, are you gonna do the ring sound?
Yeah. Good afternoon, wife customer support. This is Federico. How can I help you?
Hi. My sons and I are having a terrible day. It seems that we did in the male bonding that we were doing today, playing the Wii and stuff like that. We left some paper plates out. I send an alert out, when the wife seems like she's in a bad time.
So let me get this under. Let me see if I follow straight. You're having a problem with your wife product, and it seems to be malfunctioning. Let me see if I can go through the manual here and see if I can get to the root of the problem. Let me just ask you a couple quick questions. Is it plugged in, first of all?
It hasn't been plugged in for months. I think that might be
Okay.
the root of the problem.
All right. Well, you definitely want to check the plug, and then it shows here if I'm looking at your name and address and everything that comes up when you call in. It looks like you bought our woman model. Is that correct?
That is true. I did buy the woman model. It was slightly cheaper.
Okay, so it sounds like it's doing exactly what it's supposed to do. I believe it is in fully. You say it's breaking your balls all the time, and it's creating hell and havoc for you and the boys. Is that correct?
Yeah, we haven't been happy for months. I'm worried about fires, actually.
Okay, so what you're telling me is that our product is working as advertised, and there is absolutely nothing else that I can do for you here today. If you're okay, Mr. Proctor, I would like to send you over a quick customer service survey. Just let me know how I did today in solving. I mean, I think you called in thinking it was a problem, but it sounds like we're doing a real great job over here at Wife Factory.
If you could do me a big solid and never send anything over to this household again, I think we'd be happier.
Okay, great. So you and by the way, you call me back in another 6 months when this one expires and you need a new model.
Yes, please.
Get your coupon. We got a promotion coming up for Labor Day where the Chinese ones will be half off. And the processors in these are really, really fast. The sound system is a little bit weaker. It barely works, but I'll tell you the processing speed through the roof.
My neighbor Eric Swalwell loves that one.
Okay.
was
Yeah,
very
that's my
specific.
point. We went on a long bit to prove that, like, dude, that's what it is. That's welcome to marriage. This
That's
is
true.
what you want you and your 3 boys to be happy. Replace her with a guy.
He's probably not be gay. I don't think that that's going to help those boys.
Yeah,
Oh,
think-
no, I was just trying to stick with the theme of the episode. Abby was very frustrated. She said we're all secret fags, and I was like, well, this one will throw her for a loop.
He was
Replace
just-
your wife with a man.
You know what? Or you'd be good. Rosie the robot. You remember her? Jetsons?
Yeah, there you go.
She was a Latina for sure, right? Like, she had to have been.
because she
No.
was a maid.
Yeah.
I think it was, because she had that thick robot middle
Yeah.
that looked like their back tits.
Like, dude, she had like a big fat ass and she was a maid. Like, Rosie was Latina for sure.
She must have been.
Yeah, buddy.
I would fuck Rosie the robot.
Oh my goodness gracious. Well, at least it's not gay this time.
And she would be like,
Okay.
thank you, Mr. Jetson. Yeah, that That's what she did.
You would also be a Jetson in this scenario?
I'm George.
How would you marry your way into the Jetsons?
Well, because I'm George. I can't marry Judy. She's too
you
hot.
are George.
Yeah.
You identify as George Jetson.
Yeah, I can't. Dude, do you think I'm just like imagining myself in there? It's okay. Think of this. Who would you be in Scooby Doo?
Oh, I'd be the do.
You'd be the dude. No, I'd be fucking Shaggy for sure. I'm not
You
Fred.
would be.
I'm not Fred. I'd be
I think I'm
Shaggy.
more of
Daphne.
I think I'm more of a Velma.
You think? And I like how Abby thinks of herself as a Daphne, but you know what? Daphne was really tall, so you get it. It's fine.
I
You can
do
be
get
Daphne.
it. I look more like her. That's pretty much
But
it.
in
And
the
I
j-
also like purple.
Yeah, she did wear purple. But think of this.
Yeah.
Okay, Flintstones. Who are in the Flintstones? I'm not
Who
Fred.
was the other guy? Who was the other guy in Scooby Doo? Adolf? I don't even remember the blonde.
Hold on. No,
Fred.
it was Adolf,
Freddy.
actually.
It was Adolf, right?
It was Freddie was the Chad. You got Daphne was the Stacy. Then you had Velma, which is like the hottest of the bitches. Then you had Scooby, which was the dog, and you had Shaggy, which was the stoner.
Yeah, because you knew she had some fucking milkers going on under
dude.
that sweater.
Velma was a goddamn the Venture Bros did it the best way, where they made Velma like this radical first wave feminist type of shit. It was very funny. Second wave, I think. Feminist. It was very, very funny.
I'm waiting for that fifth wave, which is nothing but shutting up and sucking stuff. You know what I mean?
Dude, oh, they're gonna do it. They're all Orthodox now. Like,
Yeah, that's the new trad movement where they're just like, I don't even want to talk to my husband, and we're like, is this some kind of trip? Are you guys gonna have Chris Hansen's come out here and get me? What's going on?
dude. Oh god.
Like I'm just gonna wear Little House on the Prairie clothes and do my wifely duties and shut the fuck up. You're like, this is definitely a trap.
Nah, the problem is they have Twitter accounts and they go out there and make Sonnenrad pies and shit like that. Like,
Okay,
you know.
but the good thing about us having the Twitter accounts is that we don't say it to
Shut
the husband.
up!
I'm just saying it's better that we say it to all of you guys than our husbands.
Shut up!
No, you shut up, Bryden. You
See,
shut the
this
fuck
is-
up.
this
I'm
is why
tired
it
of
won't work.
listening to you.
This is why it won't
Oh,
work.
sir, it sounds like your unit is malfunctioning. I'm gonna transfer you over to tech support.
Okay, so back to the story. My wife prior to recently was not aware of this, but she did find out.
Oh no, they're all dead now?
Yes, that's how he's writing it from the grave. Obviously, she's very upset. I don't have to read the rest of it because you understand how it
But-
went, obviously.
No, I don't.
But
I don't understand where this
feel
went.
like, okay, I'll just read the rest of it.
She just found out about it and was like,
She was mad.
Yeah,
Okay,
but what was
so-
her reaction though? I mean, how many plates did she break?
She didn't break any plates.
Yeah, that's what she says though.
She says it's wrong of me to do that because I'm essentially
Breaking
teaching our
plates.
kids to treat her like an angry child. I protested that it was beneficial for all of us, but she refused to hear it.
Let's.
I really think I was doing a good thing.
Pause.
What?
She says, "I protested." Like, yeah, I
No,
think that-
he says he protested that it was benefit. He's just saying he argued. Like I argued that it was beneficial.
Heaven forbid. Okay, go ahead.
Okay, so yeah, that was it. He said, I really think I was doing a good thing for all of us by starting this. But the thing is, okay, that the details he gives are very sparse, okay? He says that she fusses
She does
About-
fuss.
paper plates laying around and the toilet seat being up if she had a bad day at work. And so what they do is they cook dinner for her and they do the chores and then it's not a bad day for her and she doesn't snap at anyone. So it's a solution. But she's upset that they have this group chat.
Is
That's
she?
really it.
Is she?
Yeah, have you ever heard a better argument for getting women back in the kitchen and out of the workplace?
Exactly. Good God. Can you imagine
Yeah, she shouldn't be working.
if
She shouldn't have to work.
There'd be no paper plates around unless there was a new 90-day fiance on that day, and then it's a mom lazy day that day.
Listen, I will say this. I live with what I believe to be one of the laziest women that's ever been invented. And even
I got
she
you
doesn't
beat.
get the luxury of paper plates.
Nah, I got you beat, and we don't do paper plates either.
Yeah, exactly. I'm going, no, you're going to wash a dish, okay? That's the least you can do.
Oh, I make her wash the paper plates.
Okay. You fucking real. We got a real Woody Allen over here.
This is funny because we used paper plates for dinner tonight, but I made homemade pizza with homemade dough. Okay, it's okay to take.
And then you put it on a paper plate.
Yes,
Pause.
and then I put it on paper plate.
No, pause entirely. Nobody
What?
likes homemade pizza.
My family won't stop asking me for it. They're begging me constantly. Abby, please make us more pizza.
No,
I can't
no,
make pizza every
no,
day of the week.
no.
I'm trying to tell them.
No.
What?
Nobody likes homemade pizza. You order
do.
Domino. You order Domino's. You've been depriving those children. You're a monster.
My pizza is wonderful.
It's
I
not
make
better
it
than
stuffed
Domino's.
crust. It's stuffed. Domino's doesn't have stuffed crust.
Guess what? You know who does? Papa John's. I just had it 2 days ago, and it's fucking fantastic. It's the
Even
only
Little
good stuffed
Caesars
crust.
has
now?
stuffed crust now. She says that like it makes her one of the Wright brothers.
Look,
I
I make
stuffed
a
the crust.
wonderful pizza. So I take, I make the dough
Nobody
homemade.
likes
It
it.
takes all day.
Ah.
Okay. No. And then you put the good sauce, okay? The like organic, nice brand sauce and all
wrong.
the
Wait a minute,
mozzarella
wait a minute, wait a
cheese
minute.
and then
Hold on, you call it
jalapenos.
homemade pizza and you don't even make your own sauce? You lying bitch.
This is
That-
trash. She puts fucking pasta sauce on or ketchup or some shit. You ain't with cottage
You
cheese.
said the good sauce, and it's not sauce you make from scratch.
No, it's not sauce I make from scratch.
Well,
'cause I
then
can't
what
figure
the
out how
fuck?
to
What are you
get
doing,
it-
paint
like,
by
I have
numbers?
to simmer it all day to get it thick enough to not water down the crust. It's just easier to use a jar because
Hey,
I'm.
idiot! Pizza crust, pizza sauce. Sorry, all those ingredients. Pizza sauce should be watery. All right.
No, if it's too watery, then the crust doesn't cook properly and it's doughy.
Yeah. Sometimes
understand.
no, I do understand that stuffed
No, you
crust
don't.
pizza should have a little doughy crust. Yeah. Listen, you
No,
neglect
you
your
don't.
family.
It's straight up like raw dough in the middle if you make it too watery.
Oh, maybe the way you make it, but not the way that Papa
Yeah,
John's
but
or
if you're
Domino's.
making sauce just for one pizza, you don't have to make a lot. You can cook it in a pan in 20 minutes.
Oh no!
Okay,
wait, no! Women don't. No, women don't.
Not
Hold on, hold on.
homemade because you have to simmer it for a long time to get get it like cooked down to where it's not so watery anymore. And it doesn't matter if I'm making a cup of it or a gallon of it; it takes the same amount of time. Just
No,
a
that's
different size
actually just
pot.
physically not accurate at all. That'd be
That's
like
true.
saying it takes the same amount of time to boil the ocean as it does to get a cup hot.
Okay,
what-
okay.
this
So
is-
it
did
would
you
take
really just
longer
try to- It literally takes the same amount of time. I can promise you, it literally does not.
Okay, so getting it up to the boil so that you can then simmer it would take longer. That's it.
Hey.
With a bigger amount, correct?
Yes, but that's like what, 10 minutes extra.
Hey,
No. It's actually exactly the amount of time proportionate to the disparity in the size of the liquid.
I don't understand
Hey,
any of
hold on.
that.
I understand that
I-
you don't understand. We have get tech support back on the line.
Hey, tech support over here. I hear you're having an issue with your Model
Yeah,
2
is there
bitch.
any way that I can exchange this for a Latino one?
No, sorry, it's no returns. We are an Indian company. You bought this
I
from
li-
me, Betty. Times are tough. That's
God
why I don't have
damn
an
it.
accent. We're doing it both ways now. It's an exchange program.
Oh, okay. I see. That we have whites over there now that
Yeah,
are doing the
that's-
tech support over there.
Well, what are you gonna do? We got it in Mindy Kaling, and then we got tricked. They're even uglier on this side.
I can't disagree with you. I'm actually blocked by Mindy Kaling on Twitter because I said her face looked like a pecan pie at Thanksgiving one time.
What does that mean?
Like I was with an Indian friend and I said, this is how you know that the pecan pie is done is when it looks like Mindy Kaling's face.
Wait, hold
And
on. Which year? Before or after she whitened her fucking skin? And then
It was
complained about
before. Oh
racism.
no, it was before. Yeah, I mean, I would have been lying if it was after she lightened it. No, I'm talking like Office season 2 or 3.
Oh, dude,
Kelly
she was.
Kapoor.
She came and she looked like Noob Saibot from goddamn Mortal Kombat. Like she was darker than shit.
Yeah, I mean, literally darker than shit. I've never taken a shit that dark. If I took a shit that dark in my life, I'd go to hospital.
And you know what? You'd be met there by an Indian man going, "That is a very dark shit."
Yeah, and she literally, Mindy Kaling. Let me see, Mindy Kaling.
All she did was get lighter and fatter.
Mindy Kaling. Clicking it. You are blocked from following Mindy Kaling's tweets. And listen, I'm just gonna go on a limb and tell you, still looks like a fucking pecan pie. I'm not
Dude.
gonna lie. Listen, a good pecan pie, right? The best pecan pie you've ever had, but it is the shade of a pecan pie.
I'm not going to sit here and say that I don't wonder what Mindy Kaling's penis looks like. You know,
I bet it's covered in pecans. I mean, I'm just telling your listeners, Google Mindy Kaling and then Google pecan pie and tell me that that's not how you listen. This is unless you're going to have all kind of charts and shit around your kitchen, you got to have these sort of off the memory ways of going like, when is this done cooking? Right. It's like when you drag the wooden spoon through your sauce, it's done when you can drag the wooden spoon and water doesn't flood the space. Right, Abby?
Yeah.
So
That's what I was trying to
your
tell
pecan
you.
pie is done when it looks like Mindy Kaling.
Okay.
I was just trying to teach people how to bring joy into their home for the holidays, and this fucking bitch had to get all personal about it.
well, see, because exactly, it's
It just
like
seems a little touchy.
no, because it seems like if you're making pizza sauce, you drag your spoon through there, and it should look like what it's going to look like when I'm done with the Met Gala. That is a joke. That is a joke entirely.
Oh my God.
That is a joke entirely. I'm joking. I'm drunk. It's funny. It's a joke.
Dude, you're going to get blocked by the
Oh my
entire
God.
Met Gala.
Well, then how am I ever supposed to go there? And I can wear a Pope outfit that has the N-word
Listen,
on it.
the idea of you doing high fashion might be the most hilarious thing I've ever thought of.
No,
I'd
because
like to see it.
because then we can have like a Pope hat on my beer gut, and it'd be good. And I would be the van. I'd be like the bulletproof van that he's in, and like my gut. This is my next Halloween outfit.
This is genius.
It's actually really good. I'm a genius sometimes. It's a shame I never made it. It's probably because of racism or something. But
No.
I'm gonna put a Pope hat on my beer gut, and then I'll just be the Pope car. And
I think the best way to like turn yourself in like in Seven would be to show up at the Met Gala and to wear a dress made entirely of other celebrities.
we haven't seen Jennifer Aniston here tonight until
and you just show up like Kevin Spacey on the steps in Seven, like, I'm here to turn myself in.
Beautiful.
And you know what? I would use Kathy Griffin's head as a clutch purse. That would be full circle. It would be a callback to her thing.
Oh, fuck. We're definitely getting banned for this one.
Like,
That would rule. I mean,
This has to go onto Patreon immediately.
Oh,
well,
dude.
we don't have a Patreon.
Yeah,
You
but-
do now.
Yeah. Jennifer, I don't know. Using Jennifer Aniston as shoes feels right to me.
That does feel like the right, because the color of this. Oh, they'd be nice shoes too. She would make. I mean, that piece would make a hell of a pair of shoes. If I'm being honest.
I mean, here comes Bryden Proctor holding hands with Josh Jenny. They look like they're both in the Albert Fish collection.
The shoes are Jennifer Aniston. The slacks are actually Imogene Poots.
You just have a whole Friends collection. The whole.
My sunglasses are made out of Lady Gaga's weird hips.
Oh, why are they wearing noses? Nobody thought they'd wear noses, but let's not name who those guys are.
I mean, listen, you guys said the theme of this year was excess and elegance, right? And what's more elegant than just wearing all of the people that come to the Met Gala?
You just skateboard in on Grimes, just a whole body.
Yeah, it looks like that scene in Mad Max when he's playing the dead body like a bass guitar. It's like a fucking Guar video.
I don't think we can put this out, guys.
Oh, we have to.
If you don't put it out on your stream, I'll put it out on my Gumroad.
Oh no, this is going on. This is the best episode we've ever fucking done.
Looks like the Kardashians are here. Oh no, that's actually just Bryden Proctor wearing all of them like a fur coat.
Out there with Kanye.
They're just strung over your back like chinchilla furs.
Like that bitch from fucking
Like
Walking Dead.
Bill.
Oh my god. Oh, I'm just at least I'd be able to be friends with Kanye West. Like I would just attract him.
He said, Bryden's wearing the greatest outfit of all time.
Oh, that fucking rules.
I mean, to be honest, if you made an entire dress out of the skins of the Kardashians, what's that worth monetary? $500 million?
Well, to be fair, I think it's fucking African American appropriation though, because that's like it's the same.
That would be the worst part of it if you wore a dress made of the Kardashian skins and then everybody goes, "Oh God, it's so racist. It's cultural appropriation." The way they just take our culture of wearing the carcasses of their enemies. That is our culture. Native Americans are standing outside protesting with single tears rolling down their face.
At the fucking shit open mic that I'm like, hey,
scalping is our thing. You guys are appropriating our culture.
Oh God, fucking.
I would just wear Lizzo. Because there's more than enough material there.
That's like, dude, that's like, I mean, you run into that when you're cold. Like the Star Wars shit that I don't know anything about.
Like a tauntaun? Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know that one. Lizzo's a fat bitch. That's all I know. She looks like they should just build a DMV around her and she should be the queen of the DMV.
Like, I mean, I'll say this about Lizzo: of all the big black women that are out in the world, she has the best laugh and probably the best personality of all of them. The world would be a much better place if all fat black women were Lizzo.
To be fair, she does seem to be pretty funny, and she's super talented.
And she's got a tremendous laugh. If you ever hear her laugh, you're like, I want my entire audience to be nothing
she goes,
but Lizzo.
So
she's she's got a real Santa Claus laugh.
Well, there was a time when Pete Buttigieg was running for president, and he was like on some morning show with Lizzo, and they, had like a giant chair for
what
her.
What did she do?
Like
Pick him up and play him?
Yeah.
Oh, he's so tiny next to her. Got it?
Dude, he is. So, no, Pete Buttigieg goes, I just took a DNA test, and it turns out I'm 100%. And Lizzo goes, hold on. And he goes, that candidate to be your president. But she really, like, for a second was like, hey, this is on the internet. You can look it up. But she goes, hold on. Because she thought, white boy, you stupid enough to say this shit.
Oh, yeah. That probably was as bad as, like, Hillary Clinton's hot sauce moment.
Oh, Jesus fucking Hillary
She's
Clinton
like, no, hold on, you coloreds. I'll pull it out of my fucking bag and show you. I'm one of yous.
I love, dude, the Jill Biden thing recently. I think the right-wing pundits are going a little hard about them, or Jill Biden comparing Latinos to tacos, but yeah, it's not that big of a stretch.
When Hillary Clinton pulled that fucking hot sauce out of her bag, I would have literally been like, can you tell us exactly what type of people you were talking about when you said super predators?
Well, dude, that ain't the answer, Sway. That ain't the answer.
Right, exactly. You're mixing up your black radio shows. But
no.
yes.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Because Charlemagne. Yeah. I'm thinking of Charlemagne.
It's Charlemagne, not Sway.
You're right. You're right. Breakfast Club is different. Okay, that's fine.
If the hood fits.
Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba.
All right. Abby, are you still with us or did you slit your wrist yet?
No, I haven't slit them yet. I'm working on it. I was reaching for the razor.
Yeah, you're doing it all. You're probably doing it all wrong, and your measurements are all off.
I read somewhere that there's a right direction to go, and I think I might have got it wrong.
She's like, I don't understand. It's all watery. It's not working quite right yet. Somebody send this girl a recipe for suicide. Otherwise, she's never gonna figure it out on her own.
Fuck you! Whoa!
Oh God.
That was really good.
That's a good joke.
That's
was
great.
Really good.
Arrest somebody. The only way this chick could kill herself is if somebody sent her a foolproof recipe.
It's really good. You should add that to your stand-up.
Oh, I'm definitely writing it down.
Okay, I think we might be out of time for today, by the way, guys.
Yeah.
Suicide Recipe.
We can always talk. Suicide Recipe is the name of the fucking episode.
Oh gosh, that's pretty good.
But yeah, we're at an hour 30, so we should wrap this one up because nobody likes anything that goes longer than that. That's
Make
what
it a
I.
little
That's
weird.
what I've learned through my. I started podcasting in 2015 and was like, yeah, I was bad at stand up. Podcasting is the way to go, and then yeah, it's worked. I have
Okay,
a lot of
so-
stuff.
It worked right up until that moment when you just sort of landed the plane. You were like, and the podcasting thing, it's worked out.
Yeah, it was working out okay until you got stuck with me, maybe.
No, this is the best podcast that anybody's ever. Nobody ever looking to write to Bryden back when I was sincere and
Oh,
also
they're
comedic.
We're gonna look into this one
oh,
now after this.
Yeah, and you know what? I think there's something about being audio only that allows it to be funnier. That's
Yeah.
one thing I think I've really learned here today is like when you're doing video, you're distracted with so many things.
Mhm.
And I think there's something about doing it just straight audio that allows it to be funnier. The Cumtown guys don't use video at all.
Yeah,
I think part of that for me actually is just that like it doesn't feel as real because you're not like talking to someone face to face, so you just start saying crap. I don't know. I don't know how to
I
explain
think
it.
it's because I haven't been able to like I just haven't worn a shirt the whole time, and then I keep picking my nose a bunch because my nose hair is so long. You can't.
Okay, yeah. Well, you could just do that on air.
No,
I
you
guess.
can't. No, you can't because then
People,
people will be like,
make funny.
"Yeah," but like, "Why'd you eat that one?" And I'd be like, "I was curious about it." You know.
It's good for your immune system. That's what I read. That if you eat your boogers, it helps you like fight off allergies.
Yeah,
and
but what
stuff.
if I eat
Well,
my
if you
own
guys
ass?
know about that one, wait till you hear what happens if you eat your own shit.
Okay, we're out of time for today. Remember that you can reach us on Twitter at OctoAbbey
You gotta let-
and
hey,
at
Hey,
What?
bitch!
what?
You gotta let people do their plugs first.
I was gonna let you do the plug after I said the Twitter ats. I always do it
All
after
right,
the
all
Twitter
right, it's
ats.
fine.
Why are
Yeah,
you
I saw
interrupting me already?
I don't know because
You're messing up my script.
Yeah, you're bad at podcasting though.
Oh my gosh. No, you're
Oh, I'm sorry. The best podcast was the one where you talked the least. Yeah. Okay, let's go.
We are at OctoAbbey, at World's Only Comic, and at Josh Denny. Josh, do you have anything coming up that you'd like to promote?
Yeah, come see us in Dallas, September 23rd, 24th. Tickets are on sale. You go to joshdennycomedy.com. You can find it on Eventbrite, or you can find me on Twitter at joshdenny, and it's my pinned tweet. Just go there and click tickets. Before shows in Dallas over 2 nights, and yeah, come out. It's going to be a fun time. You can hear what happens with that Suicide Recipe premise.
Okay, Bryden, do you have anything to plug?
Yes. Go. I'm getting everybody to go to Odyssey. It's just odyssey.com/Bryden. And then there's like a colon and it's 8. I don't know. Go to my at World's Only Comic on Twitter to figure out where to go there. We're switching. I'm paying money right now to stream on both, but we're going over to Odyssey. And then also at the Improv Orlando, D-Ray is going to be there, and I will be there as well, calling him the N-word. Everybody, I will not be there. D-Ray rules, by the way. But I might be there actually watching D-Ray. But yeah, anyway, that's it. Mainly that DJ Bearbelly, please, comedy didn't work out. You got to watch me DJ. I'm really good at DJing.
Yeah, because that's going to go so well for you. DJing. Really?
I'm way better of a DJ than I am as a comic.
Okay. Well,
Okay, you never
whatever
heard me
you say.
DJ. You never heard
No,
me
I
DJ.
haven't.
You
I
haven't heard me
refuse to
DJ.
listen.
I've
That's
also
fair.
never heard you do comedy.
Okay, fuck you.
All right, everyone.
No,
Thank you for
that's-
listening.
Shut up.
No, you shut up. I'm doing my script.
All right, do your script.
Thank you for listening and
You
have
know
a
I
great
love you, Bryden. I'm just.
I
fucking
love you
with
too, buddy. You let her do her script.
see more gay stuff. Have a great week, secure in the knowledge that we are with you and we are the only ones you can trust are here to help.